Greetings, hockey fans. Kyle Robinson here with YourTV. Now, it's not very often we get siblings playing on the same hockey team, let alone twins. And the Lumber Kings are fortunate this year to have both Josh and Alex Fortier join the squad.
Dennis hands it over. Fortier with a one-timer, and Bennett got his glove on that.
So Josh and Alex Fortier, welcome to Pembroke. It's been, a couple months already now here in the CCHL. What's your first impressions?
It's good. I like the pace of play, and I like the city too a lot.
Yeah, the town's really nice. League's good. Love the team. It's really awesome.
It's not very often we get players that have twins on them, let alone any sort of siblings. So Did you kind of always figure growing up you were going to always kind of play together?
Yeah, pretty much. We've always played on the same team, so it's kind of a given to.
Kind of like a package deal then, I guess you could say?
Almost.
When you found out you were both coming to Pembroke, what was your immediate reaction?
I was happy. I was kind of nervous we weren't going to make the same junior A team. Then when I found out, Army wants us both, I got pretty excited.
Nice. It was perfect too. So much family in this town as well. It's the perfect situation for it.
Being defense players, did you always play together on the same line?
Sometimes. Most of the time we had 7 defensemen, but we'd normally get a few shifts in together.
Yeah.
Were you kind of surprised when you didn't really start playing together much at the beginning of the season?
No, not really. I like playing with the righty better, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't that surprising.
A lot of fans in the stands are wondering, maybe it's that civil rivalry. They don't want to play with each other or anything like that.
I'm sure if we get put together, it'll work out, but just for the start, it's kind of good to get us with some vets, get us, used to the pace of play.
So kind of walk us through a little bit when you were younger, always playing on the same team, having that twin connection, I guess a lot of people say, kind of like, the Sedin twins that we saw in the NHL and things like that. What was kind of, the growing point for you both? Did you always work out together and kind of do drills together?
I don't think anything really. We kind of always been together, Same classes, same everything, same team. And so it was really just, I don't know, nothing really changes over time. It's always been like this.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Did all of your coaching staff ever have a hard time kind of picking each other out?
All the time.
I think Army couldn't tell us apart at the start of the year either. He just said, you go.
What is probably the hardest part of playing with your brother?
Hardest part?
There's no wrong answer here.
No, I don't even know if there is a hardest part, other than maybe when he makes a mistake, I feel it.
Yeah.
By Fortier.
Other than that, it's
kind of it's easier.
Yeah, it is easier.
It's easier to talk. I can talk to him better than I can, some other defensemen, because we're family and stuff, so we can actually communicate.
When you both decided that you want to make kind of hockey part of your life and get to this point, what was your parents' reaction as well?
We started young. We started when we were 4, so I don't really know. I can't even remember. Hockey's been in my life, my entire life, so I can't really explain that. It's just always been a part of my life.
Yeah.
There's a picture of you and your hockey team that your parents sent us. I do believe Connor McDavid is standing in the background as well. That must have been quite the experience.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It was cool to go watch him play, and
it was when he was in Erie, so before he was in the NHL. So that was really cool, being really young, and watching him play was amazing, and getting the photo afterwards and getting to meet him was pretty awesome.
We all know junior hockey doesn't last forever. What are some of your goals after your junior career?
To play D1.
Definitely college for sure, and take the steps to pro afterwards as well.
Okay. Was there any of that hope of maybe kind of somewhat turning pro and maybe working your way up to the National Hockey League together?
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
That's always cool.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's the dream of any hockey player. So
Okay. What would you say is the hardest part? Coming into a new league, being the rookies, I guess you could say, in such a high-paced league.
I'd say the mentality. It's kind of tough to, because you're the youngest guys on the team. It's hard to kind of step up a little bit, but it's easy here. Everyone's so nice. it's easy to get acclimated. But I'm sure other junior teams, you know, you're so young, you kind of get put down a little bit. But up here, I don't feel like that at all.
What are your expectations, not only for yourselves, but of this team this season?
To win,
Yeah.
I think we have a good shot of winning. So
That was a pretty quick answer. Didn't even have to think about that.
I don't need to.
At this point, sitting 1 point out of second place in the division, that's leaps and bounds where this franchise was last season. How do you think you've contributed to that?
Nothing. I haven't really contributed a lot yet, but I do got a good feeling going forward that, you know, good things are going to happen. Army's constantly bringing in these good players. You can kind of tell we're going to win this year just because, you know, Army's always talking about winning. Everyone's always talking about winning.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to win. So I think we got a good feeling.
And you've also had several defensive partners for both of you this season. Kind of how has that worked out in your development process?
I like all the defensemen I've played with so far have been great.
Same.
I can really play with anyone, any defenseman on the team, really, and I have an easy time playing the game. So
Yeah, same.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You both obviously still live together off the ice. What do you guys like to do when you're not at the rink?
Not there.
Go to the gym, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of schoolwork.
Yeah, schoolwork.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Some golf.
Yeah,
Love to golf.
love to golf.
Yeah.
Do you have that brother mentality of everything's always competitive when you play sports together?
Yeah,
Sure,
unfortunately.
Whether it be video games or anything
Yeah.
like
A
that?
little bit here and there. Nothing too crazy though.
And having family close by, that kind of helps with everything
Yeah,
too.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
Like living with my grandmother, I couldn't ask for a better spot, you know.
Yeah. And my aunt as well.
Yeah.
They're both awesome. So.
At this point, the Lumber Kings are sitting just 1 point out of second place in the Robinson division. Still lots of hockey left to go, and there's even rumblings that the Lumber Kings are hoping to be in first place come Christmas break. We'll be talking with the leadership group in the coming weeks. Stay tuned.